78% of people making $100,000 feel broke. Not struggling, not behind, not unlucky. Broke. Now hold on. Stop for a second and really think about that. If six figures is supposed to be the finish line, if this is the number we're told to chase, then why does it feel like you are running faster, working longer, doing everything right, and still falling behind? Here's the thing. The system is designed to make $100,000 look rich on paper, while feeling empty in real life. Taxes take the first bite, they always do, before you even touch the money. Then fixed costs quietly lock you in, month after month, contract after contract. And comparison, slow and invisible, resets your idea of what normal looks like without you noticing it happen. And this is where it gets crazy. Earning more money can actually make the feeling worse. Nobody tells you this part. Because the real problem is not your spending. It is not your willpower. It is not a lack of discipline. The real problem is the invisible math you never see. And one quiet number, a number almost nobody checks, decides everything. Here's the thing. You didn't imagine this. Making $100,000 and still feeling broke is one of the most confusing and frustrating financial experiences there is. On paper, you won. In real life, you're checking your bank balance before ordering food, before clicking buy, before saying yes to plans. Rent eats half your paycheck. Groceries suddenly feel expensive. Subscriptions pile up quietly. One unexpected bill and the entire month collapses. Now hold on. This is not bad luck. This is not you failing. This is exactly how the system wants it. Let's slow down and actually look at the math. Let's say you earn $100,000 a year. It sounds amazing. It sounds like freedom. It sounds like security. But after federal tax, state tax, payroll tax, health insurance, and basic deductions, that number quietly shrinks to around $65,000. Not on paper, in your real life. That's roughly $5,400 a month. Now the fixed costs move in. Rent or mortgage, car payment, car insurance, gas, utilities, phone, internet, student loans. Pause right there. Let that sit for a moment. We have not eaten yet. We have not lived yet. We have not enjoyed anything yet. Suddenly, you're down to maybe $1,600, and that's before life happens. Before birthdays, before emergencies, before weddings, before medical bills, before random expenses that never show up in budgeting apps. And this is where it gets ugly. You do not feel poor. You feel irresponsible. Because everyone around you looks fine. Coworkers are traveling, friends are upgrading apartments. Social media is full of people who look like they are doing better than you. So you assume the problem is you. You tell yourself, spend less, be smarter, work harder, hustle more. But nobody tells you this part. Comparison inflates your baseline faster than your income ever could. The worst part? With $100,000, you're expected to have it figured out. So you don't complain, you don't ask for help. You silently stress, you delay investing, you avoid looking at the numbers. And that quiet avoidance is where real damage starts. Because if this feels bad now, wait until you see what happens when nothing actually changes. Now hold on, this is where it gets crazy. The reason $100,000 feels broke has almost nothing to do with budgeting. It has everything to do with psychology and math working together against you. The system hits you from three directions at the same time, and most people only see one. First, taxes don't just take money, they distort reality. When you hear $100,000 salary, your brain imagines a six-figure lifestyle. Comfort, freedom, options. But you never actually live on six figures. You live on what's left after taxes, insurance, and benefits. Psychologically, you anchor to 100,000. Practically, you operate at 65,000. That gap creates constant stress because your expectations stay high while your cash flow stays limited. Second, Fixed costs scale faster than income. This is the silent killer. Better apartment, nicer car, safer neighborhood. These upgrades feel responsible. They feel earned. They don't feel reckless. But once they're locked in, your margin disappears. And margin is the only thing that actually creates peace. Nobody tells you this part. Feeling rich has nothing to do with income. It has everything to do with how much money is left after the bills you can't escape. Let's do the math. Two people make the same $100,000. Same city, same job, same income. Person A locks in $4,000 a month in fixed costs. Person B keeps fixed costs closer to $2,800. At the end of the year, Person A wonders why nothing sticks. Person B quietly builds a $14,000 buffer. That buffer reduces stress. Less stress leads to fewer bad decisions. Fewer bad decisions compound into better outcomes over time. And this is where the system lies to you. It tells you more income fixes stress. In reality, margin does. And here's the number nobody ever checks. How many months could you survive if your income stopped tomorrow? Most $100,000 earners can't last 3 months. That's not a spending problem. That's a structural problem. And unless you fix that one number, even $150,000 won't feel safe. Here's the thing. The solution at $100,000 is not earning more. That's the lie everyone keeps selling you. The real move is building margin on purpose, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it feels boring, even when it feels slow. Because margin breaks the stress loop. You flip the order. You lock in savings first, you protect flexibility first, and you let lifestyle fill whatever's left. Start with one rule. Fixed costs below 50% of your take-home pay. Rent, car, insurance, debt, everything that cannot be changed easily. Drop below that line, and something strange happens. You breathe. That breathing stops panic spending. It stops financial avoidance. It gives you clarity. It sounds boring, but boring is powerful. Here's the final truth. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. Every upgrade asks a different question now. Not, can I afford this? But what does this steal from my future flexibility? If you don't change the rules, the numbers won't save you. 120,000 won't fix it. 150,000 won't fix it. The stress just gets more expensive. So ask yourself this. If your income stayed exactly the same next year, would you finally feel safe? Or would the system quietly convince you that just a little more is the answer?